everyone, I'm back with a video on my take on how it is living with multiple sclerosis.
Okay. So what is multiple sclerosis?
Multiple sclerosis is an autoimmune disease that affects the central nervous system of the body, like such as like your brain and spinal cord. And it also can affect like your walking, your vision, your eating, everyday life living.
Okay. Okay, so when were you diagnosed with MS?
I was diagnosed with MS in December of '09.
Okay, December of '09. And tell me, just give me a rundown of that story on what happened.
Okay, well, one morning I woke up and my right leg was like dead. Like I couldn't do nothing with my right leg. I can barely walk. And it was like completely like not my leg. I didn't feel like my leg. I wasn't like, it was just really weird. And it was like scary. So I ended up calling my mom, and she was worried, as mothers always are. And she was probably thinking like maybe I had like a mini stroke. So that's what we went with. And like the following morning, I had another symptom. I woke up and my right arm was feeling the same way as my leg. I couldn't do nothing with my right arm. I had problems even brushing my teeth, like doing everyday normal things. And my mom she was at work at the time, and she was like, okay, like we're gonna go to the hospital once I get off. And that was that. So once she got off, we ended up going to Bourne's Jewish Hospital. And once I was there, they asked the normal questions about your history, your health history, like your family history and all the health problems that they have. And with doing all that, they still couldn't find what was wrong. They was like, you are perfectly healthy. We don't see what is going on with you. So they decided to start an IV on me. And they couldn't find my veins because I don't drink enough water. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, I'm guessing I was dehydrated at the time. Well, that's what they told me. I was dehydrated, so it was very hard for them to find my vein. And after doing all that, they finally had one nurse that was able to find it, and so they was able to start the IV. So they decided to admit me to the hospital because they really wanted to find out what was the problem, like why my right side was functioning the way that it was. And they admitted me to the hospital, and they wanted to run like tests. Like they wanted me to do the MRI, a CAT scan test, and so many tests to try to figure out what was going on. And that morning, I want to say it was that morning, I'm not sure, was it that morning or was it the next day that I took those tests and they gave me back the results. And once they did, they found out, and that morning they came in, it was me and my mom in the room, and they came in with a bunch of other doctors with them. And they was looking very serious, and I was just like, what was going on? I did not know what was going on. And he just basically told me that I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. He let me know there's so many others out there with multiple sclerosis. And they just let me know that everything was going to be okay. He let me know that it was not curable, but it was treatable, that I would be able to live life like a normal person. And he asked if I have any questions concerning about this disease. Like, I did not know nothing about the disease. My mom, I was just like lost. Like, so my question was I gonna be walking the way that I were like forever? He was like, no, that's gonna go away once we start you on these steroids. And I was like, okay. Then my other question was, could I have a family? And he was like, yes, people with MS, you can have a family. So that was my main concern of it all. So yes, me and my mom was hurt. We was crying, didn't know what was going on. And then she told my granny. Then my granny was like, oh yeah, Shala. That's my mom's name, Shala. And she was just basically let her know that her father had MS. And my mom was like, really? Like, why didn't you let me know? You could have saved my daughter all these tests and shots and all that. I'm like, okay, Mom, it's okay. As long as we know now what the problem is. And And that was how I found out, basically.
So my next question for you is, how did MS affect your daily life?
Uh,
And how, I'm sorry, and how did it affect your daily life?
I don't too much like to talk about like how it affect my daily life because I'm so positive. I'm always thinking of being positive and things like that. But I would say that it has like stopped like a lot of um I guess hanging out and things like that because I be getting tired and things like
So
that.
you're very fatigued sometimes.
Yeah, I'm very fatigued. Like that's one of the symptoms as well as with having MS. You be very fatigued. So yes, I be tired. I don't be really having the energy to want to do things and hang out and things like that. So yeah, so it affected my life like that. Not saying that I was such like a party goer or things like that. I always been like a plain Jane homebody type of person, but the little bit that I did have, it was like, I don't feel like it. I'm too tired. So I would say that.
Okay. So did it at all in your daily life affect walking, doing things like brushing your teeth?
It affected when I was having a flare up. Like when I wasn't having a flare up, I was practically I'm normal.
So
Like
you
a
pretty much normal when you don't have a flare.
yes, when I have a flare up, then that's when the problems come. Like probably like when I have my flare ups, that what it affect with me is like mainly like my walking and like sometimes my movement of my right side, sometimes my left side. It affects like my right and left side.
Okay, so not just the walking, but
Yes, I have been like blind in my left or right eye before. That was like a new symptom that I never went through, and I had ended up going blind in my right or left eye. That was like very like scary, I would say, but I'm strong. I took it on. I got through it. So
okay.
yeah, a lot of people always say that you is so strong to be dealing with this. With yeah, but yeah, I have my down moments. So
Okay, well, look, can you tell me about the down moments?
yeah, the down moments is when I'm having a flare up, and having to be getting taken care of. Need people to help me do things like shower or get dressed, put my shoes on, and things like that. That that do affect me at times. I sometimes be like, oh my gosh, why am I here? Like I'm not supposed to be here having people take care of me, which they don't have a problem with doing so, but in my mind it's like I'm a burden to them people, to them. So I feel like, why am I here?
Right.
And it get hard at times.
So you have felt, in a sense, like, why am I alive? Why, you know?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it real, you
Yeah,
guys.
keep it 100. So it can get that bad to make you feel such an emotion, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So can you approximately tell me, like, I know this is kind of a hard question, like, since you've been diagnosed, how many flare-ups have you had?
Uh,
And you've been diagnosed since 18, 19, right?
since that age.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
correct. I can't really
But you know,
say how many I have had.
okay.
Uh,
But you know you've had a lot, right?
yes,
Okay.
I have.
Okay. So tell us about the time you told me. I guess I'm her husband. So tell them about the time you told me.
Okay, the first time I told my husband, we was just dating. We was going on dates and things of such, and he had wanted to take me to the gym because he was so big on working out. You guys, he was so big on working out. So one night I ended up going to Club Fitness with him to work out after he got off work, and we was on like this elliptical. I would say, yeah, we was on the elliptical, And I don't know why it was so easy for me to come out with it, because I'm usually not so, well, I'm open, but like, I don't think I would have been so open to a guy that I was dating so quickly to let him know that I had MS. So we was on the elliptical, and I was just like, yes, I have multiple sclerosis, and just letting them know. So it came out so freely, like I knew it was the right thing to say and the right thing to do, because I mean it was so.
So I'm sorry, we just kind of laughed because the dog just walked by the window.
But yeah, it was just so easy for me to tell him. So I told him. I mean, he was just like, okay, cause he told me that he knew someone who had MS as well, and he was just like, okay, like he didn't take it as like something he was gonna like stop dating me for or something like that. He just took it like, okay. I think he just ended up just saying okay and then doing his research later on it.
So yeah, I did say okay, but it wasn't like a okay, like, oh,
Just
that bothers me.
blowing it off.
It was a okay, like, okay, that's not gonna stop us from dating.
Yes.
So after that, I did research though. I did, because I didn't know a lot about it, and I didn't know the severity of what she had. I didn't know that she had it that bad. So when we got married, can you tell me? Can you tell me like a time you had a flare up after we got married?
Yes. I had a flare up while in college. I was attending UMSU. I had a flare up, which I really wasn't able to do much for myself. Like I had to walk. Matter of fact, I had to be on a walker because my walker was so off. So I was on a walker while trying to attend classes and my job on campus at the time, and it was just so bad that I had to like stop going to school. And my husband, he decided that was best for me, and he took care of me so well, you guys. And he did so because, I mean, that's what we're supposed to do. We married, supposed to be with that person through thick and thin.
Sickness and the health.
Sickness and the health. And he was right there by my side. Through it all, you guys. Through that flare up, let's say that, because I had many, well, I wouldn't say many more, but quite a few after that as well.
Okay. So I do want to get into the pregnancy. When you got pregnant, was that a positive on your body or was that a negative in the beginning?
I would say in the beginning, it was more so positive, but then I had my share of flare-ups throughout the pregnancy.
I think you only had one flare-up throughout the pregnancy.
Okay, well, one flare-up throughout the pregnancy. But yes, I had a flare-up, but it was told that women with MS, and if you were to get pregnant, that you would do better, because I want to say your body, pregnancy gives like that.
It produces natural steroids.
Yeah, it produces natural steroids in my body, so I was up and good and well while pregnant.
Okay, and tell us about after the pregnancy.
After the pregnancy, you guys, I might get emotional because it was very hard for me. I'm not gonna even lie to you. After I had my bundle of joy, he was 9 pounds 3 ounces. After I had him, I would say I was up for like, I don't know, I want to say like 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks. I was up for like 2 weeks to do for my child. But afterwards, you guys, I totally went down, which is normal. Doctors say with pregnant women with MS, like, you totally go down. I couldn't do nothing for my child. It was like I wasn't even a new mom, you guys. I couldn't do nothing. I had to have so much help. Let's just say my husband was the mom and dad in the relationship. He had to take care of us both. I mean, it was it was pretty hard seeing that, because I mean he would have to get off work, and he worked overnight and tend to baby and even to me if needed to be. And it was just hard seeing that. I mean, we did have lots of help, like my mother-in-law, my mother, my sister-in-law, my cousin Kamika.
Yeah. Shout out to Kamika.
Yeah,
For real.
she really helped us out a lot as well. Like even like babysitting when me having to be going to the doctor, and I mean we had so much help, so much help. We're just so grateful for it.
And I think we both had our share of breakdowns.
Yes.
And I'm not really the type to break down, but I had one breakdown.
Yes, and that really hurted me because my husband is not a crier, you guys.
Not at all.
He is like a strong man. He don't break down. Well, let me see it.
Or at least you're right.
Or at least let me see when he breaks down.
And that was one that I tried to prevent from her because I know how hard it was already on her, so I don't like to let her see a lot of my emotions. So if I'm feeling some type of way, I'm gonna feel some type of way about myself. And I think that's just the strength men and husbands should carry sometimes, because she had a lot on her already. So I'm there to carry her burdens, and
Yes.
you know, I'm gonna let Jesus carry mine at the end of the day.
And it was so hard, you guys. I mean, it was moments and mornings I woke up like in tears. I mean, my husband had to be there for me. You speak over this, you speak over that, and which I did. But you guys, it was still extremely hard. Like it was moments where he like speak over it, and I'm not that type of person. Like his voice is so strong and powerful. He like, no, you gotta speak over. You can't scare no disease. You know, it was like so crazy, you guys. And like us going through this, I mean, all in all, like this will make us so much stronger, baby. Like we'll look back on this like, man, that was a hard time, a hard period of time in our marriage. But we are here for each other. We're here to strengthen each other when one of us are weak. We are to be there to motivate, to strengthen, to encourage. And that's mainly what he is for me and what he was at the time. It was very...
Okay. So you would say this was probably, I would say this was the worst flare-up that I've seen personally. But this was one of the, I'm sure it was one of the worst.
Yeah, for me, because my baby, yeah. Because I was a new mom, and it didn't feel like...
It didn't feel like it. So
I was a mom.
It was a bit rough.
Extremely hard.
And I can understand that.
Yes.
So even after we did get past the initial terribleness of the pregnancy, after post-pregnancy flare-up, she took her medicine, which we're going to get to talking about medicines in a minute, but she took her medicine, what they call Ocrevus.
Yes.
And did that help you?
I would say no.
She would say no. Okay. So after Ocrevus, what did we have to do for 2 weeks?
We had to be on outpatient steroids.
Right. And that was how many milligrams?
100.
No.
No, 1,000.
1,000.
Yeah, it was 1,000 milligrams.
1,000 milligrams per day for
5 days.
5 days, and that was
so really
1 week and 2
considering
weeks.
like 10 days.
Right, basically 10 days. So
yes.
that was okay, I guess. I don't know. I'm saying okay for me, but how was it for you?
It was okay for me as well. I mean, I was like seeing like some of the progress that which the steroid was doing for my body. Like it definitely was giving me my strength back.
Okay.
It was pretty nice. It was nice.
Okay.
And like yeah, steroids, like being on that much of steroids, you know what steroids tends to do to the body. It blows you up, which I'm so grateful that I didn't get as big as I did in the past. So I thank God for that. But I mean, it totally packed on a couple of pounds. But hey, as long as my body is getting back to 100, that makes me happy.
So after all of that, and this was probably, I don't know how long ago it was you just got steroids. How long was that? Do you know?
I would say about 3 weeks. Yeah.
About 3 weeks ago, we just got done with the steroids. So we were rating it by percentage. She would tell me, I would ask you, well, what percentage are you at today? And she would say, 75 or 83 or whatever. So today, while filming this video, be honest, completely honest, what percentage are you at?
To be honest, I would say I'm about 95-ish. I mean,
95-ish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
About
Okay,
95.
so in saying that number, I think it's a really big deal because compared to how I feel that she was at like 17 or 20%.
Yeah, I was very low.
Back then, I think that's a big number. So,
Yes.
how are your hands feeling?
I mean, they are still like
A little
numbness,
a little numbness.
a little off. Like I couldn't do nothing with my hands for real.
Okay, so the doctor usually has her do that.
I mean, I can do it now.
She can do that now. But
Yeah.
she wasn't able to do that before.
Yes.
How was your walking
My walking,
right now?
I say I give about a 90.
How you feel? Tell me how you feel. A 90 what?
I get about like a 90%, but sometimes I get up about 90. I don't know.
Okay, well
like
that's
90.
her impression of it. And I would say my impression of it, dang, I probably would give it a 90, 96, 97. I thought she was doing
Okay.
pretty good. But she knows her body. She knows how she feels.
Yeah.
So I'm glad she's honest with me. But I do want to get into medicines. Now, what medicines have you been on? What was your do you remember your first ever medicine?
I do. My first medicine, if I'm gonna pronounce it right, it was Avonex.
Okay, that sounds right to me.
And that was a shot through your muscle once a week. And the needle, I would say it was about this long. I would say about that long. And it was, no, I mean, it was all right. I mean, I had to sit on some ice for like a whole hour before getting the shot.
And who gave you that shot?
My mom.
Your mom.
We had to like numb the area where I was gonna get the shot at, because we all know that that is very painful, like a shot going through your muscle.
Mm-hmm.
And I sat on ice for like an hour to numb the area up, and then my mom would give me the shot.
Okay, and how did that help you? Did it help you at all?
Yes. The medicine,
Avonex.
yes, Avonex, it was really well. Me and my mom, we both loved the medicine, that Avonex. The reason why I'm not taking it any longer is because my doctor, once I did my MRI, he found like I had another lesion on my brain, and with MS, they don't want to see any lesion. So once they see a lesion or something on your brain, they consider like you being on a different medicine to prevent lesions on your brain. So yeah, that's why they took me off of Avonex.
Okay. So tell me one other medicine that you've been on.
I've been on Gilenia.
Gilenia, what is
Now,
that?
Gilenia is a pill you take daily. And I was taking that, and that wasn't strong enough for my body either. Like, they had to change my medicine off that.
Okay. And then when I met you, what were you on?
Rituxan.
Okay, she was on Rituxan, which is
An
what?
infusion.
It's an infusion, and how long does that take?
Every 6 months.
Okay, how long does it take when you get it?
Like, I would say about 6 hours, but like lately it's been about 4 because
Yeah.
it was already in my body and I already was taking it.
Okay,
About 4
so
hours.
now rituximab is the doctor's term for it, but Rituxan is what we call it. we got off that, right? We're not on that anymore because that was a medicine for arthritis, and it was harder to clear with the insurance because of it was specifically for arthritis.
Yes.
But now what are we on?
We are on Ocrevus.
Ocrevus, which is a medicine
For
kind of
MS.
it's for MS specifically, but it's pretty much just like Rituxan.
Yes.
Okay. And so we're doing that right now, and what is our next dosage?
It won't be until December.
And hopefully we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I think we're good right now. I'm hoping we don't have any more flare. Would you say you're good?
Yes.
Okay. She's able to, what are you able to do for your baby? You're able to be a mother.
A mommy.
So she's able to do all of that now, and
Full-time mommy mode.
I'm pretty proud of how far she's come so far.
Yes, God is good.
Now I do want to address this. What did the doctor say about you getting pregnant again?
They said that they wouldn't recommend it.
Okay, they said they wouldn't recommend it. How do you feel about that?
I feel that I would like to have another child because like every pregnancy is different, and I'm believing in my heart that I will not be dealing with MS. My faith is just so up there. I believe that God is going to deliver me from this. MS is for someone else. I believe that I'm here to like help someone out who's dealing with MS, but I believe God has so much greater for me.
Okay. So in closing, what would you say to someone who's possibly dealing with MS in pregnancy, or dealing with MS where they can't take care of their child, or dealing with MS where they can't walk or something like that? What would you say to that person?
I would tell that person to really be in contact with your doctor so you guys can see what's best for you. I would really say that get as much help as you can. Don't feel bad for those people that's willing to help you because you will need it. I would also say that before you decide to have a family, really be sure about it because it do take a toll on your body, and make sure that you have like a supportive spouse or a supportive significant other, a boyfriend, because it would be hard to do it on your own.
So just a support person.
Yeah, support person in general. Because not all women are blessed with a wonderful man by their side or someone to support them. So really that, and I'm not saying that don't have a family if that's what you want to do, but please, please, please be careful, and please, please, please talk it over with your doctor. Make sure you and your spouse or significant other are on the same page before doing so, and just be careful.
Basically. Okay, so if you guys have any questions or anything like that, you can leave them down in the comments below.
Please.
Because we'd be happy to answer anything that you guys have to answer.
Please, and please leave like any medicine that you're on with MS to inform me, because like I said, I don't know them all. I mean, I've been on quite a few myself, but that's not all of them. How you doing on your medicine? Let me know how you're doing, how you're feeling.
Right.
And just please just let me know.
Or if you even feel the need to share your story, we'd be happy to hear anything that you have to say about it.
Exactly.
So that is the end of this video. We want to thank you for watching. We'll see you later.